Coach, a bittersweet day today for you as the Warhawks fall 70-58. But man, you guys sent off a great group of seniors and Katie Williams and Sashel Mays after the game today. Talk about their contributions.
Oh man, I mean, one and foremost, as you know, this year with Sashel's injury being out all season, it's been tough. It's definitely that was a big loss with an all-conference guard, and I know it's been tough on her and everything, and it's kind of hard, saying goodbye and. To her, but yeah, she's had a huge impact on our program last season as well as just this year. Her leadership and then you take Katie for instance, having a play, just play a lot this year and really carry a team in a lot of situations, and that's a lot on somebody with the amount of injuries we've suffered at the guard spot, and Katie having to go play the point this year, and I think you look, you and I talked about her the other day. Statistically, she has had an unbelievable season, and then you put her 2 years together, she's had a really impressive 2 years here at AUM. So just thankful, great girls, just been a joy to coach, and appreciate their efforts and their love for our program.
Coach, we got to get to the game at some point. Let's talk a little bit about it, man. I tell you what, shoot 10 for 21 from the free throw line. I know you're pounding your head against the wall on that one. That potentially could have been the difference in the game.
I think that was a big difference in the game, and you got to make free throws. And this team, the two areas I think this team is struggling in at different times this year has been free throws and turnovers, and we're doing a better job. But you got to make free throws and you got to take care of the ball. And I thought we took care of the ball pretty good today as a whole. But our free throws, and I thought the big thing in the free throws was the first half. And, what was it? We were up there somewhere under the 5-minute mark, around that 5-minute mark. And I just think, we didn't capitalize on some paint points. We didn't capitalize on some free throws. And then I thought defensively, our zone was great with them throughout the game. And I just felt that we just kind of got relaxed there defensively a little bit. And we had some players lose some players that we knew we shouldn't have lost. And they hit some big buckets, and then you come out in the second half. I felt second half we come back and get that lead. It's about that game was a big game of runs, and I don't know if we just kind of ran out a little bit at the end there and didn't have one more run in us. But I just felt like in the second half there that give them credit that they our inside play didn't do what they needed to do, establish that paint there a little bit, and then we had to rely on some things, and that's a big part of what we do.
Well, Coach, let's talk about playoff scenarios. You guys are in the tournament.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit based on tiebreakers, third, fourth, fifth tiebreak through the process. It looks like we'll enter in the tournament as the 5 seed from the East Division. We'll draw number 4 from the West in the first round, and then we'll face the winner of that game. Will face one of the top seeds. So you live to fight another day.
Yeah. And, that's what I told him after the game. I said, the stretch that we've been on here a little bit, we had to win some pretty big games, and we did. And then still getting into the tournament the way that we did, we're thankful, of course. We feel like, I told those girls, you got to put this one behind us, get the emotion, put everything behind you, move forward. And that's what's most important, stay positive, move forward. And, I really do believe, I wouldn't say this, and they know that. I told them if this team can put it all together over this next 4-day stretch here and do the things that they got to do, on both sides of the ball and just put together, we can make some noise in this tournament. We're somebody I don't think people want to draw, but, we got to do our part and put it together. And those are, the little things, some things we've talked about tonight.
Well, Coach, let's take it off the court for a second.
Yeah.
We are honoring your head coach, Coach Larry Chapman, our head coach. Let's talk a little bit about what today has been. I know it's been emotional, in addition to having to coach a basketball game today.
It has. It's been kind of one of them things. I've tried to avoid it a little bit, tell you the truth, the last week or two with him on the bus. I've probably taken it for granted, coaching alongside my collegiate head coach, and getting to see him every day and some things. And, very thankful for the opportunity Coach Krotz and the people here gave me to come here and to be in this environment. But a big part of coming back, of course, was my experience here at AUM as a student, as an athlete, and playing for Larry Chapman. And it has been emotional, and it's pretty cool to see what we saw on that floor today, all the people. And, Coach, it is about people, and that's probably of all the things I've learned a lot from that man. And he's probably, outside of my dad, is one of the most influenced people, have the most influence on my life. But one thing Coach has taught me it's always been about the players, the people, and he always valued us, not on whether we hit a shot or not. It was who we were as people and as men, and it's been a pretty cool day, and AUM's done it right, and it's just good to see, and I'm happy for him. And I don't know, he's had one. I always tell him, I don't know if I can make it 50 years, Coach. That's a long time in this profession, but yeah, it's been a pretty special day.
Well, Coach, thanks for the time, and we'll see you back in action on Wednesday.
Got it, Brother Tim. Thanks, Warhawk Nation.